What's good, family? Welcome back to another episode of the Betting Exchange, live on MSG, making bets, debating bets, and figuring out who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, and everything else in between. Katie Mox, Eric Coleman, Jeff Johnson, rocking with you today. I'm excited. This is March Madness. We're on the heels of the tournament. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm excited for the ACC tournament that's already kicked off. Here, y'all see the Syracuse game?
The ACC, the Big East. I love conference tournament time. That's when the magic begins for the March Madness. So.
Yeah, Big East. Sorry, Big East is
both of them.
Yeah, all ACC, Big East, is all the conferences are running. A lot of buzzer beaters, which means there's going to be a lot more heartbreak.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And here, joining us today, all the way in LA, my guy Arash Markazi. Arash, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, excited for March Madness. Can't wait.
All right, I like that.
Can't
Short
wait.
and to the point. Arash is ready to go, so we are too. So let's get into the cover story. And as you know, the big story is March Madness. We're a couple of weeks away, next week really, from the NCAA tournament. All the conferences are getting ready, playoff positioning before the big tournament. So I got the questions to ask all of you today. And Arash, I'm gonna start with you. We're going to probably your favorite conference, the Pac-12. We already know what it is. You repping the West Coast. So I wanna know, who's a dark horse that could come out on top in the Pac-12?
You know what? People are talking about U of A. It makes sense. They're one of the top 5 teams in the country. People are talking about UCLA. They made that run to the Final Four a year ago. Dark horse pick, though, to win the Pac-12 tournament, USC. They made it to the Elite Eight last season. They were a top 5 team this year. Katie, I like the Trojans to shock some people, and they just got their coach all locked up for the next 10 years. So I'm very excited about my USC Trojans.
Arash, I knew that was going to come for you, and I appreciate that. I really do. And hey, by the way, fight on.
They're gonna fight on all the way in the tournament, and Arash is right there with them. Eric, we gotta talk the Big East. No, Villanova's the fave. You got UConn and Providence also in the mix. Seton Hall playing tonight against Georgetown at the Garden. Eric, who do you have your eye on in the Big East tournament?
Ooh, I have my eye on a couple of teams in the Big East. Providence is the number 1 seed, but I think they have the third best odds to win the Big East tournament. They play well. They have 4 losses on the season, but 2 of them have come to the Villanova Wildcats. So I got to watch out for the Villanova. Jay Wright has his team always prepared once it hits March. In the history of the school, they've won 5 Big East championships. 4 of those have come with Jay Wright as the head coach, so they're going to be ready to go.
Former Hofstra University men's basketball coach, Jay Wright. So, I got love for him. Katie, let's talk about the ACC tournament. This is the one that I think is on a lot of people's radar always. You got Coach K, you got Duke, you got all of these power players in this conference. And it got even more interesting when UNC upset Duke in Coach K's final game there. And shook up the conference. And I know there was a lot of people who were happy that the Blue Devils lost, but that's what it is. What do you want to see in the ACC tournament?
So I don't know if there's a matchup in particular that I'm super excited to see, but there's so many of these schools that are on the bubble of making the NCAA tournament right now. Duke is really the only one that has secured a bid at large, but we've got UNC, Notre Dame, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech. They're all on the bubble in varying degrees, so I'm excited to see how it plays out at the ACC tournament, who's going to be in the big one coming up soon.